People always ask me, what additives should I avoid? Well, once upon a time, I had a list. I had a great list. And that was probably back in the 1990s, late 1990s. But as the years have gone by, and the more I learn about the patents of how they make these additives, the less and less I am likely to even say that one additive is any good anymore. So I write about this in my book, Lab to Table, about how they make flavors and colors, and the new form of making additives, and supplements, by the way, which is called synthetic biology. And synthetic biology is where they genetically modify a microorganism. So let's say it's vanilla flavoring. So they'll get the smell of the vanilla bean gene out of that vanilla bean, put it into a microbe, and that's a genetically modified microbe. Then what they do is that they'll figure out what that microbe lives well on. And if they can live well on a waste product, such as plastic, recycled plastic, they will put it on that plastic, and then this microbe will produce this incredible vanilla flavoring. Now, there's nothing natural about that. So this is just one additive that I'm giving you the example about. And I just don't trust additives anymore. The more and more I read the patents on the additives, the more they're changing it to this synthetic biology or some dubious chemical extraction, the more I'm more likely never ever to want to really eat additives. I noticed the other day something that somebody had purchased and put in my fridge. It was called almond milk. And I read the ingredients and most of them are pretty good. And then I got to the end and it said almond aroma. So instead of putting flavor now, they're putting aroma. It's the same thing. There's no difference. There's a huge company out there called Flavors and Fragrances, and they make most of the flavors and fragrances out there because they're very similar. It's about aroma. So be very careful with additives. Do I recommend any? There's not many that I do. Not even supplements these days that are now being made with genetic modification or made in a chemical laboratory, but that's a whole new subject. So in answer to your question, what additives do I recommend? None. I only recommend real food. Grown locally, regeneratively farmed, where you buy single ingredients or next to single ingredients, and you start making the food yourself. Yes, it takes time, but the time and effort is worth it for your family's health and your health. Hope that helps.